and part 2. Sorry about that. Something happened. Alright, go watch the movie with Dennis Quaid day after tomorrow. That's what happens when these two atmospheric rivers collides. Okay, now, back to our topic. Climate change or weather conditions currently happening. Yes and no on man-made, no on atmospheric problems. The UN got it wrong. Okay? Actually, it's geophysics. Do your math. Stop having lawyers doing scientific stuff. That's why I told everybody kick the UN out of the US. Go to Russia. See if they want to sponsor you and all your idiotic programs. Okay? Tilt of the Earth is 31 inches, 0.5. 6 more, we have an ice age. And people are like, oh no! Oh yes. We have fossilized records and we have math. Okay? You're going to have a mini ice age anywhere from 10 years to 100 years. Okay? Think of the Dark Ages. Okay? This is from Geophysics Research Letters Highlights from the UK, United Nations, again, United Nations, Canada, from Ontario, Canada University, go see Hubble's cat, highlights. Between 1993 to 2024, okay, see both Popular Mechanics and University of Ontario, mankind pumped out 2,185 gigatons of water. Okay, that's more than a trillion. Gigatons of groundwater. It's a lot worse with oil because we could do that longer. Gigatons of groundwater. This caused the axis to tilt a little bit. Okay? Unfortunately, with heat sink cities built wrong, overexpanded concrete, putting pressure on the surface of the earth, okay, you have two problems. You have a heat sink and you have pressure. Pressure of all that weight on a single spot. Now, if I poke you with a knife slowly all over your body, it's going to kill you. All right? Same thing goes with cities. When you have a massive cities, okay, it does hell to the planet. Now, you look at Japan, you look at China, you're wondering why they have so many earthquakes? Well, you built on pressure points throughout. And then you relieve the countryside. Oh, we don't have villagers anymore. And they go in decay and they rot and fade away. That relieves the pressure out there, goes up, and then pressure where Tokyo is goes down a lot. Pumping water and other things and throughout the world causing a tilt. So you're going to have the second great Kanto earthquake anytime. And I'm figuring it's not going to be a 9-pointer. It's going to be past the scale, 11 points. You're going to see cars breakdancing. You'll see boats breakdancing. You see Godzilla go, whoops. And everybody in Japan will look at their smartphone with this face. Okay? You better get ready. I'm not being polite. I'm not being nice. Better understand what's going on. Yes, we have climate change. No, it's not the other thing. Okay? They based it by law, by lawyers in the UN. Okay? Their mathematics is bad because most lawyers never took calculus or basic math, Math 101. Okay? They got it wrong. Look at Thailand, Cambodia. They got that wrong because it's a simple, surveyor thing. And they're fighting and people are dying. For what? Stupidity. Okay, back to the main topic. You could go, I'll check out the sites. Okay? 6 more inches and we go into an ice age. Not like you think, like great masses of sheets, but sudden. Okay? You're the mammoth eating daisies, like, what's that movie called? Day After Tomorrow with Dennis Quaid. Okay? Southern coldness. Alright? If those two, you have a cold front going down all the way to Mexico. Now, Mexico I like. And I do warn Mexico, you're going to see Mexico City have snow. We pray to God that it doesn't hit this point. Alright, 10 years, 100 years. Remember, Aztecs only lived there last 1,000 years. Okay, it was a lake created by the last ice age. And a lot of people are like, okay. Then you get a whole bunch of Mexican citizens looking at their smartphone under 5 feet of snow. Okay, if this sucker hits, all right, it's going to be bad. Hopefully, we don't move another 6 inches. It takes a lot of pumping out water, a lot of pumping out oil, a lot of mining, you name it. Let's mine lithium. Like, good God! It's like, let's drive into the wall 80 miles an hour. Concrete wall. It drives me nuts. All right? One science says it's global warming, but they give out bad data. Their math is wrong. Go take their data, work out the numbers, and you look at it, wow, we should have been dead in 1999 or 2010 or 2012. Okay? It's not a conspiracy, it's just bad science. Uncle Alan's getting old, Uncle Alan's tired. I'm working on my garden. Alright? I try to explain people. I've been training 40 students of mine so they could survive what's going on. A lot of people don't read certain texts. If it's not on a smartphone, if it's not on a laptop, they don't read it. That's why I like J.P. Morgan's assessments. Now, a lot of people don't understand what's going on. If I don't get a super heat wave in the next 2 weeks, you're going to have a horrible winter. Stop complaining about the heat dome. Okay? It's normal for that time of year. A lot of people don't understand this. If you don't have the heat dome and you have fall-like weathers in the next 2 weeks, this is from the Midwest all the way out to the East Coast. If it all of a sudden changes the weather, again, weather, we're not talking about climate change, the weather changes to fall-like conditions, prepare for the hardest winter you're going to get hit. And pray that we don't have this seismic effect. Alright? Every scientist I know on geophysics tells me they get shut down by certain groups, like big tech, CCP. Oh God, what a mess that CCP did. Okay, they have cities falling down because they pumped out so much water out of the groundwater that you're having massive floods throughout different areas of China. All right? They have beautiful cities going into the ground. Okay? That's bad urban planning. Now, right now, down the street, they're building these wonderful 17,000 single-room, multi-use apartments for the homeless. That's another scam I got to do a video on. Guess how much California in the last 30 years spent on homelessness? Over $6 billion to NGOs. Did they solve the problem? No, they masturbated it. Okay, or masturbated. I don't know. I'm tired this morning. I heard cows this weekend because some Yahoo crashed in one of our fence and sent 40 cows into the fields. I have legal action on this bonehead and it's going to cost them a lot of money. But I have insurance. But you're a dick shit. Dip. Not the other word, sorry. I'm kind of tired, alright? I'm going to do a couple things I'm going to show you a few tricks with a lighter. I got things I got to do, home repairs and stuff. I'm busy, all right? I hear a lot of weird stuff on YouTube, on other platforms, and I'm like, is it real or is it artificial? Because a lot of these, they're saying, because the cows farting in the air, we're having global warming. Well, it's a bot. It's not a real person. Uncle Al's a real person. I have to deal with these problems and side effects. All right? That's why Uncle Al's going to survive and all you are going to die. Anyway, folks, I'll catch you later. God bless and good luck. It's 2025, reality shock time. And a lot of people are like, but Uncle Al, you said we're going to run out of money in 2026 on Social Security and Medicare. Yes, and I was right. Okay? Now, don't blame Donald Trump. He's trying to fix things. Okay? A lot of you don't listen. A lot of you don't have IQ higher than a second grader. All right, folks. I'll catch you later. God bless and good luck. You'll be needing it.